What is going on, guys? It's Shu here, bringing you another review on You Cannot Be in a Rom-Com with Your Childhood Friends. And in this episode, we actually get introduced to the third girl. And I gotta say, she's actually a bit unexpected. She's a wild card. But maybe that's what we need in the story, because the other two have had opportunities and they have just not taken them. And it's just kind of sad to see how these two are basically feeling threatened by this one childhood friend that has come back and is going to stick around for a while. So, honestly, we shall see how it goes. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So we start this episode with seeing our boy AU. He is just feeling it. He is in his feelings and thinking about all kinds of situations. He actually sees these two kids who are talking in the park and like, when are you gonna take me as your wife? And he thinks about the promise that he's made to both the girls already, and Akari and Chio. Just the fact that both of them, are close to him, but as he's lost in thought, he ends up running into, or I guess, realizing that a girl in a suitcase just kind of comes by. And this girl actually turns out to be a childhood friend of his as well. She just so happens to be younger than the group. The main three obviously are all in the same class and they're also in the same age, and she's just a younger one. Well, it turns out that Runako, yeah, is actually going into school. She's going to try to get in the same high school as them. She's in junior high, so I mean, at this point, she'd probably be eighth grade. I assume that's what it would be. But she's younger, but she's also very much an airhead, and she's nice. Like, don't get me wrong, she's very direct, but she's an airhead, and we see that he finds out from his mother when they get to the house that she's going to be staying with him. And this, of course, could be a problem not just for AU. It could also be a problem for the other two girls who, they also kind of show up. They're happy to see her, and she's direct. She's direct. She even says to AU before they show up that she likes him, and he takes it as like, oh, that's so sweet, thank you, I appreciate it. Like, I like that. And he's trying to kind of keep it together. Like, he doesn't want his mind to think that it's more than that. And just when you think he might think of something, or like at least with her is going to be more, it gets interrupted, and sometimes even by others and by her even in this episode. So we see that it's just kind of like the situations, it could be something more if they were just given the time to think about it. But again, we've seen this already with the other girls, and we have seen it in so many other animes. But it's just funny to see here. It's like she doesn't hide the fact that she has feelings for him. Even when the other two girls show up, we see that he's direct about it. When she's direct about it, she's telling him, "Hey, I like you." She tells the girls, like, "I want to do naughty things with him," and I'm just like, okay. And it's just funny to see how these people are just kind of freaking out. And she even, like, while they're studying, because she takes her studies very seriously. As she's studying, she's playing with his feet, and I'm like, yo, she's not holding back. I love how, like, with Shio, she's actually looking and it's like, man, that's actually an interesting strategy right there. I should do that. It was like, no, I shouldn't be like amazed by this. I should be concerned, and like, she is concerned. They're both concerned. But we see that Runako doesn't change at all. And you see that she actually asks him to go on kind of like a date, to kind of go to the spot that she wanted to go to. And she's playing in the water, and she helps out a little kid, and she reveals that she, in fact, is studying to be a teacher. I mean, sorry, a doctor. She wants to be a doctor. She wants to help people out. And that's admirable. I'll give her that. But by the very end of this episode, we see the other two showing up, and she's kind of a ditzy little girl when she has two crabs in her hands, which is kind of random, and she drops them. And just like, by the end of it, you're like, Okay, she's just that kind of person. So, not a bad episode. It is fun to see someone that's direct but clumsy at the same time being introduced to the story. But we'll see how it all goes in the end. That's it for me, guys. Stay safe, and I'll catch y'all later.